picture of the place. So.
Oh.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. And how's it going this evening?
Hello.
We had a weird call right before we went on. Why are we wearing headphones? We don't have a guest.
I thought Jerry was coming on.
Oh, yeah, Jerry may possibly be on tonight.
Okay,
Hopefully
I gotta
he is.
go get different glasses.
Okay.
These just ain't cutting it today.
We are trained professionals and highly prepared for Dana's birthday bash, as you can see.
I wasn't expecting that call.
So, hello, Laura. How are you? Well, I mean, that was at 4:43, so I doubt she's here. Pomp, how are you? You were here at 6:57. Michael Burkeen coming in at 7:05. Jamie Watson, hello. Delana, how are you doing?
Oh,
Brenda,
these are
Laura,
no better.
how's everybody doing? So I've determined I can see better, unfortunately, without the glasses. So that's why I don't have my glasses on tonight, because it's like looking through a foggy window. They're so scratched up and so.
And then you're laughing because I have 20 million and
Yeah,
I
she's
can't
got
figure out which
45.
pair to wear right
Let me
now.
see your prescription. Maybe that would be better than.
Well, I got 20 million pairs.
I know. This could actually freaking work.
Okay, let me go get another pair. Good thing I worked for a night, doctor.
Wow. I might have to wear these to work tomorrow so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yes, I have female glasses on, and if anybody gives me shit for it, you can just go ahead and give me shit for it, because I don't care. Cree, how are you? Jamie Watson, hello. Candy is in the house. Hello, Candy. Cree.
Oh, nope, those ain't going to work.
Can't see it. That's why she's got so many pairs. Some work, some don't, apparently.
Well, my vision changes, so.
Yeah. Carolyn Saxby, good day. I think she's from Australia. Laura, we said hello.
I got to run out to my car real quick.
Got 59 pairs of glasses, and none of them are convenient.
No, I like.
Dragon Ranger, how are you doing tonight? Jimmy is here from Ghost Quest. So, Jimmy, I messaged him the other day. I finally watched. I felt bad because it took me so long to watch it. But I finally watched parts 3 and 4. Stop. Parts 3 and 4 on Sunday. It was like blown away. That part 4 was the absolute necessity to that documentary. The rest was good too, but part 4 just, man, it brought it all around. And today I listened to one of the interviews at work from David Sear. I listened to that interview. It wasn't an interview. It was a video that Kent made about David.
I like your glasses, Jeff.
I feel sexy. Yeah.
Got your CKs on? All right.
Plain Lane, how are you doing tonight?
So we're going to try 3. I got 3 different pairs.
Trim Traver from the
there we go.
Diecast Collective.
Okay.
How are you doing tonight? That seems like a new name. Glitter Flame, how are you doing tonight? That seems like that name doesn't seem familiar either.
Which one?
Jeffrey Kuhn is in the house. Glitter Flame? I don't think I've seen them in here. Yes, Pomp, it is silly o'clock for you.
Okay. These, we both need
Wisdom,
to get in for
how are
eye
you doing? I haven't talked to Wisdom
glasses.
in a while.
Oh, I brought from that quick run. My feet are cold too.
If I miss anybody, it's because I can see a little bit better, but I definitely have the wrong script.
Here, try these.
Let's just try all Dina's glasses. Yeah, give me a minute. Let me get to the bottom first. Ian Cavaney, how are you? If I miss anybody, I apologize.
These are multifocals too.
Joe is in the house. Joe showed me something the other day that I can't talk about. That is, Booberry is in the house. Thank you for the compliment about my sexy glasses.
Wait till he gets these on.
Mike O is in the house.
I don't know if I'll let you wear these though, because these are my super expensive
Like
ones.
I could wear these to work, and it would be better than.
I wonder if my burgundy ones have a little bit different script.
I don't know if these guys can see how bad
they're bad.
Yes,
but he bangs them up really bad.
Yeah, but I'm a contractor and I work with concrete and dirt and shit. So. Carla's in the house. How are you doing, Carla?
I have a pair like that in burgundy, but I don't know where they're at.
I don't know that I want burgundy.
You want my green ones?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
We do have fancy red ones, but these are only distance. These aren't.
Plain Lane. I believe I said hi, but if not, hi again. Or if I did, Philip is on. Philip's another one I haven't talked to in a bit.
Nope, not
I haven't been. Philip and Wisdom, if you can, let me know. I asked Fantastique the other day how she was doing. She said, honestly, not good. So I hope, I don't know, maybe you guys can give us an update. Because she has not been on live in a while that I've seen. So, all right, let's just crow the chat. William Wyland, how are you? Simply Spooky, hello. I'm trying to crow the chat, and I can't even crow the chat right.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, this is how you crow the chat.
Yeah.
You just go down to the bottom. Pharaoh Goth Gal, how are you? Hopefully everybody is good. So, anyway, let's officially say happy birthday to Dana.
Thank you.
As yesterday was her birthday. You want to show?
Oh, I did get something pretty cool. Where's he at?
One of the gifts?
One of my gifts, because we're not celebrating my birthday until Friday, because my nephew and myself share a birthday, but then my sister's brother-in-law, his birthday is the 21st, so we're celebrating them all. We always celebrate them together. So, but I actually got
Karen the Midwest
Medium Funko Pop. So it's got some money, a glass of wine, and then a little ghost there in the corner that's kind of not standing up right now. So pretty cool. It's got on clear glasses like the ones I have on now.
Philip, I will. It was just a couple of days ago. I just didn't know if you had an update real quick or anything. Yeah, she's, for her to not be on, that's something's not right. So I hope Sarah gets better. Sounds like she's got the flu and COVID and.
I will tell you, there is a gastro bug going, because where we're at in our neck of the woods, we're seeing gastro bug, which is, ran through our providers' kids and then them getting it. There's several nasty viral, like chest bugs going around. So it's like really just. Ugh.
Oops, wrong one. Yeah, that's what she was saying the other day, and I did see her. She did a video. It was like 5 minutes, and she was really. You could tell she was struggling.
Well, I had COVID. I don't ever think my lungs got over the last time I had COVID, because last time I had COVID was the worst I had the COVID.
I never got any long-term effects from it.
No, like I still can't.
Some people can't smell and taste.
Well, when we got it, this last time when you got it from me, you couldn't taste for like a day, and then the taste came back. But for me, I still don't have all my smell completely back, and I don't have all my taste completely back. I can pretty much taste everything now, but there's a few things it's just like everything tastes. It's not like they taste off.
This blows my mind that these.
I know, right?
Actually work for me.
And but like the smell, I still have a hard time smelling stuff. Like I used to be a really good smeller, and now it's like I can't smell very much anymore.
Yeah, this seems to be the time of year that everybody's getting sick, which sucks.
Yeah, considering
I'm lucky, see, because my thing is I don't work with people. I work by myself, so yeah. I'm not around people all that often.
No, and luckily, considering what I do, I don't bring the crud home to you, because most of the people I work with, though, they're not coming in with the crud. They're usually coming in because they can't get rid of like a respiratory infection, or they just have some kind of lung infection. It's usually not like going to a family practice. So that is a plus with working with specialty clinics.
Another thing too that I think attributes me to my awesome track record of health. I better knock on wood, because I'm going to get sick as balls tomorrow if I don't watch what I say. But I've been a contractor since I was 18. So, porta-johns, dirt, all that. Like, I just, my immune system has to be, better than a lot of other people. Because,
well, and that's what we said, though, because,
and
then it's funny, before I started working where I'm at now, Jeff would get to be around people that he would be sick with. He would not get sick, but he'd bring it home to me, and I'd get sicker than sick, like on everything. Now, I think I got most of the kitty crud out of my system because I'm over sick. I'm almost to a year working at where I'm at now. And like I said, I'm not in like where I used to work before. Everybody there was sick all the time.
Yeah.
Where now I mean, we get some like I've had a cough, but I think it's more an allergy cough than anything, and it's just been since fall, and it just won't. Usually I get a cough and it doesn't go away till the summer, and then summer and early fall it's fine, then late fall it gets ick.
Hello, Julie N. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So another announcement: we are going to be participating in the No One Left Alone for Christmas that Beardo is doing. We are going to take the 4 o'clock UK time, which is 11 o'clock AM our time on
Yes.
Christmas Day. So we are going. Man, when he filled up slots so fast last year, I wanted to participate that so bad. I just thought that was such a great idea. That,
No.
You know.
No.
So we are definitely participating in that. I don't know if everybody saw Dawson's last video, but we were, I don't want to say featured in it, but we took part in it.
We will have some festive new decor on.
Yes.
Christmas
Yep,
Day.
on Christmas Day, we've got some special outfits. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe turn once. Yeah, keep turning. Well, in fact, I should just shove you out of the shot. I'm trying to get. We gave our nun a festive hat for Christmas. So. Uh-oh. Yeah, Pomp. Oops. I don't believe that Anthony will be taking any slots for Alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
Actually, he put out another video yesterday, and I listen. You know, since I do work by myself, I can listen to whatever the hell I want, and I listened to it today. And you know, I don't want to attack the man because I don't think he's right. I really don't. I'm not going to apologize for what I said in the last two videos. He makes absolutely no sense in his arguments.
No,
like they make zero
Stop
sense.
it.
And I'm starting to question whether he's like got some issues. So I really don't want to pick on him. Yeah, so that's
Kenny's
probably
here.
all I should say about that. Oh shit,
Kenny.
Kenny's in the house.
Kenny.
Yeah. Kenny, remember that night I told you like we did it your way last night? Tonight it's gonna be spirit boxes and cat balls.
Hi, here's Boo.
No, that was a joke. We don't use cat balls. We will break out spirit boxes sometimes. Sorry, Kenny, if that hurt your ears. But no, it was a very old school investigation when we investigated with him. And I still use some tricks not some tricks, but things that I learned from Kenny about don't say make a noise. You know, say things like specifically knock on this desk 3 times. You know, if you're going to do stuff like that. So
he's imitating you, Kenny.
I definitely took some things from Kenny. You know,
Boo, what are you doing?
Just making a mess
Boo.
of everything.
Come on. Here, we gotta move this one if you want to come up. Come on.
So Andrew, yep. Stone Rock made a reaction to it, so which is good because now I don't have to. I feel like we can't let the guy off the hook completely, but I don't know. He is definitely, you know, Stone Rock said something to the effect of
Stop.
he is trying to get a bigger paranormal channel to shout him out, but his content is so bad they're just not going to like. I mean, if they do, I'd be surprised because you can't shout that guy. Oh, that's another announcement. I don't even know if you know this. Did you see my conversation with Jay Karts from last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Jay Karts will be joining us on
December.
the Monday after Christmas.
Yeah.
December 30th.
Is it
I
the
believe.
30th?
Yeah, it's the day before New Year's Eve, I believe. Because New Year's Eve is on a Tuesday, so I'm pretty sure.
The 30th.
Yep. So that I'm really excited about that because I've got so many questions for him.
But we are going to have a different time on that. We're going to be at 7 and not 7:30 on that day.
Okay.
Because that's what I mean. Just
okay. Why 7? Oh, that's right. Yeah. My bad.
Wow. Shows I watched the messages
yes,
there.
We will be at 7 and we will have him on from 7 to 8 because he works 3rd shift, so we only get him till 8 o'clock. So
Jeez,
I'm looking forward to that.
I tell you.
I want to know like why he got into paranormal. Like I've got a lot of questions. He's somebody that I like, but I don't know him. So, we're going to hopefully get to find out a lot more about Jordan from J Carts. Guys, as always, when we do these kind of open mic nights, if you have questions, go ahead and ask. Sorry, I'm reading the comments, trying to keep moving. Need to use dog balls instead. Maybe ghosts don't like cats. Sorry, Bubba. Bubba doesn't have balls, so.
Yeah.
Yes, that could almost, honest to God, that could almost be a couple part video. Just the conversations that we had instead of like actually investigating. I might actually look into some of that stuff and consider putting a video like that together.
Oh, thank you, Sue.
Oh, Sue with the $9.99 for Dana's birthday. Thank you, Sue. We appreciate it. We appreciate you joining too and supporting us from the beginning. Another thing too. So let's go back and tell a quick little story. Back in September, I would say.
Stop.
We were at 1.4K subs.
Yes.
And it started to go backwards. And
yes.
I was like, what in the hell is going on here? So my goal was by the end of the year to have 1.5K. That's, I figured that we got to do something, stir it around. I mean, let's try and get to 1.5K. We're at 2.6 now.
I think so.
So it's been going up daily. Oh, there's Sarah. Sarah, we were asking about you earlier. Thank you so much for the 5.
Thank you.
I believe those are pounds. Yes. Or is that euros?
Well, thank you, Mike.
Jeez, everybody showing Dana some love for her birthday. We got to get background music. Mike, there was something I wanted to talk to you about too.
But, I keep saying we always want to talk to Mike, but then we never get a chance to.
No, he made a comment about next time we do what we did with Dawson, he wanted to, I think, prep him in some way. So that would be curious to see what he was talking about there. Yeah. To be more open to. And by the way.
Yeah, I know. I get what he's saying. Yeah, because like what I do before we go, if I'm going as a medium, I know what you're talking. Yeah. Everybody give Dawson some crap because he said I was a shitty investigator when I did that for him. Because I'm not, that's not true, obviously, but he says, I wish you would have tried to like communicate more instead, because I kind of did. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had about 5 or 6 questions that I didn't want to stray from because, I figured, so if I ask these specific questions and don't let what he's saying drive my questioning, that it would be maybe more legit. Sorry, Kenny, if I hurt your ears again. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Don't you think A1 knows the controversy brings in views and therefore 2.56?
Okay, 2.56. He create one that absolves himself of bringing. Those are the only views that he really gets, or videos that he gets views on, are the ones where he talks about debunkers and paranormal drama. I mean, he doesn't know anything about the paranormal world. I don't know why he's even delving in paranormal content. Jeff, recruit a couple pretty boys like Sam and Colby and watch those subs go up. I know. My sex appeal apparently is.
Although the glasses are doing it right now, right?
I know. Got Dana's glasses on. These things are working like a champ. Are these an older pair?
They're not one of my newer pairs. Like, this is one of my newer pairs, and I think though I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's one of my older pairs.
Okay, because I'm seriously considering wearing these to work tomorrow.
They don't look that bad.
I did not wear my glasses today because I could see easier.
Have you at least been taking your sunglasses to drive?
During the day? Today?
Well, you can still use them. I use, like in the dark, I sometimes wear my glasses because I can see better because they're so detailed. Well, I have a lot more.
I definitely, after driving to, I got us Wendy's tonight for dinner, just quick and easy, and since we had the live show, I shouldn't be driving at night right now with my glasses.
Try wearing your sunglasses.
Especially.
I'm just saying.
I almost flew off the road a couple times.
And now you're telling me this because you were in my car? Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Always happy to give Dawson some crap. Yes, give Dawson shit. Now, he didn't understand what I was doing, like I said, but I didn't tell him beforehand either because one, I didn't know where he was. All I knew is that he accidentally slipped and said he was at a theater right when we got on the phone call to do the session. So I had no prior knowledge of where he was, but I had questions that I wanted asked, and I didn't want to deviate from those, and I had a reason for it.
And then I didn't take part of that because why?
Because Dana doesn't like it when Dawson goes to these places by himself.
What else was it?
Huh? I don't know. What was your other reason?
My other reasoning is that if you're going to open yourself up to things like that, you should not be by yourself and have somebody not know where you're at.
But see, that would have been me at his age. Thank you, Laura Wilson, for your $1.99. Correct me again. I'm thinking euros or pounds. Which one is it? Somebody.
Maybe, that I think is pound.
Well, it's the same symbol as the other one.
Was it? I'm not sure.
I think it is pounds. I don't know my British currency. I'm sorry, but we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I'm just like that.
In the house?
Yeah, part of it is like because when we go somewhere, like I now have 3 people I totally trust to watch me if I am. It's pounds. To watch me if we go in and I'm going in as a medium. I have Jeff, I have Jerry, and then our friend Harold. Those are the 3 that I know. Jerry's newer to it, but they know if they can tell when I need to be out.
See, Harold treats you way different than he treats me.
Yes.
He pushes me. Like,
well, he did one point at the beginning. He pushed me.
But
and then I got really sick, and I like scratched my vocal cords really bad, from dry heaving so bad from what he had done that I literally I lost my voice for like almost a month, so he felt like really bad. So since then though he's gotten better, but he basically will push everybody else to the breaking point, and he knows like no, and he's always making sure that I'm okay.
But he does treat me different.
Well, yeah, you're a
guy. He will push me, but now I was going to say something I don't want to say. Thank you, Philip, for the gifted Boo membership. We appreciate that. Philip, week after week, is always in here, and I'm not okay. I don't want people to think that I only want to talk to people that give to the channel, because that's not true. You people that are in the chat right now, I see week after week after week after week, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, Plain Lane.
Thank you very much, Plain Lane. Yep. Coffee. We're definitely coffee.
Yep, coffee, definitely. Mm-hmm. Lately, I've been needing a lot of coffee.
Hey, Anna Banana, how you doing? Yeah, Anna Banana's another one. Always here. Candy's always here. Like, so many of you people are always freaking here.
I actually did not get coffee this morning because, obviously, it was a bad morning. I had and then it's crazy because it started off, I forgot my breakfast sandwich on my way to work. So weirdly enough, I normally don't pack 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Today that was my lunch, was a peanut butter, and I said I should maybe pack a second one. And so I ate like a quarter of it with some fruit for breakfast because I forgot my sausage sandwich here. And so then I was like, well, I'm not going to stop for coffee because it was raining really bad, and I have a 45-minute drive. So I was like, we are not going to stop. So I had my energy water drink that I had, but all day my sugars have been up and down. So I'm like, I should probably have gotten my coffee.
We should probably give people a Jed and Terry update as well.
Oh, know what else we need to do?
What?
We have to tell them what United Way or Unison.
Oh yeah.
Finally got back with us,
yeah,
and
we'll
we
talk
actually.
About that first.
I'm going to be calling them. I'm going to call because Jeff hasn't had a chance to call them, so I'm going to try to call them or at least email them and let them know that after the holidays we want to get with them. But we do have a total of how much we did raise.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to say Dragon Ranger just showing up. Yeah, that's all you need to do.
What is up?
scratching the
You
hell out of
saying
me.
hi?
Just being here and hanging
You
out.
saying hi?
That's all we
Say
ask.
hi, everybody. It's Miss Boo, little Miss Boo.
Yeah, Pharaoh Goth Gal. Finally, yes. This came out of the blue too. Like,
yeah, and it was like they were surprised
we
too.
did
I
that
mean,
in what,
we
September?
can, yeah, or yeah,
August or September. We
September, I think. Let me find it because I can read
did that. It
the
was
email.
like 432, I believe.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can
But
read the email if we
that
want.
could be. We went quite a ways without saying, put Boo.
Yeah. So,
attention.
do you want me to read the email?
Yeah.
So it says, "Hello, Boo Productions. I was informed by our CFO today that we received $432 in donations back in August. We were not sure where the money came from. However, with some detective work, we believe it came from you and your organization."
Well, if you would have called me back when I called you before we did the freaking stream, it wouldn't have been a mystery.
And first, thank you so much for directing the donations to us. Secondly, please give me a call at blah, 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 blah. We would like to publicly thank you and see how we might be able to support you, whether it be a shout out and links to our staff or on our social media. Thank you again.
I think what we want to do with them is actually have one of their doctors or somebody come on our show, and we're going to talk about mental health and how it correlates with people with the perception of being haunted.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee I don't guarantee. I would bet money that they're going to say that that's probably most of their patients.
Yeah. And so, but we're going to reach out to them, and once it's after the holidays, just because it's so crazy right now. And that way, one of us will be able to sit and actually talk with them and tell them kind of what the reasoning was behind it and explain, how with us being paranormal investigators, how we've noticed a lot of the things we deal with are mental health issues. And so we want to kind of give them our side of the story. So it might work out to be a benefit for both of us and have something that goes around. But we're finally glad. And it's funny because we think whoever decided to start putting Boo Productions Toledo in there, or putting whoever, thank you for that smart idea, because that is what in there. So if anybody donated before doing that, they weren't probably able to correlate it together with it. But
hey, Carl,
at least we know now. Oh, Joe.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So, Michael, don't apologize. We don't take attendance. So, I mean, if you got shit to do your shit, man.
Sometimes I don't even show up because I'm busy with stuff. So.
Carl, how are you? And now for Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, boobies.
This is boobies. Wait, hold on.
Don't tell him what it is.
No. Wait, hold on. He wants boobies, right?
Okay. I was gonna say
boobies.
Dana's not showing her boobies on the live.
You got boobies.
Kicked out for sure.
You got little Miss Boobies.
Excuse me.
Say little Miss Boobies.
Anna Banana with the two $10 gift, and we appreciate that.
Oh, thank you
so much. Yep, she's another one. I mean, all the time, all the freaking time.
Yeah, so at least we finally got an answer about. But like I said, it took, and I mean, apparently it took them a little bit, and maybe they went and talked to the secretary.
Yeah, the secretary was all about it.
She was like, "Yeah, they've been."
Whoa,
what was that?
Was that? Some kind of notification was just like blew my eardrums out. But no, the secretary was like, "Oh, I love ghost hunting stuff and this and that, and the other thing." She's like, "That is so cool. I'm glad you guys are doing this. And here's who you need to talk to. I'll put you through to their voicemail."
Yeah, and then nothing. And then finally we got, but then again, maybe the person it was going to, it didn't, and it was just like, whatever, but we got it figured out. So that works. Hey guys.
Apparently Pomp is from England. I did not know that until just now. But I will forget by next time. Sorry.
Yeah. My memory
Sheila,
is
how are you? Yeah, it's good to see you all in here. This is another cool thing too. We talked about this several times before, and we'll give a Jed Terry update here in a second. But when we first started doing this show 3 years ago.
This one or Boo?
Well, when we just started doing live streams
on Facebook, it's been like 4 years ago.
Okay,
At least, yeah, because it was before we got married, so 4 years ago.
We would be like, holy shit, we had 7 people there last night. We would be like,
We'd be excited.
and now we're pulling 40 plus at least every week,
Mhm.
and that is freaking awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. If you guys missed it, Jay Karts is going to be joining us on the 30th at 7 o'clock. I don't know that we're going to do next Monday because I think because we're doing the Christmas Day stream, we may still do Monday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes up.
Yeah, because I know I have to work. That's my last day of work until the week after Christmas.
So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, actually, Sheila, the Christmas tree, and we didn't get it after he did, but that's the same one Beardo has.
I know, because when I saw Beardo's, I'm like, hey, Beardo has the same tree we do. And ironically funny, it was just one that I had at my old office, and then we randomly just had to do something because we threw it up because it was like, wait, we gotta have a Christmas tree. So we threw it up,
before Jeff was on last week.
Yeah, and then it was like, well, we don't have any ornaments because we put all the ornaments away. So I kind of had these little red fluffy things, and some blue ones are in here too. You can't tell, but so we thought, oh, we'll just throw those in there, and it makes it look a little festive.
Bill, my prep is to smoke as much as I can before January 2nd.
January 2nd is the day.
I mean, for me, I've tried the cut down thing. It just doesn't work. So I just need to. I do have these little things here. So like, this way. I went to the Notre Dame football game, and there's no smoking in the stadium. And for me to go a 4-hour game without a cigarette, that's like, I actually get anxiety attacks before the situation. So I got those, and I didn't even think about having a cigarette until I knew the game was almost over.
Which and then it was more like, time.
Yep. And then it was more like, I don't know that I needed one necessarily, but I knew I was going to get one soon. So, what are you doing?
Hi. The daughter never fails.
She must have heard us talking about the.
No, she probably because she hung up right away as soon as she saw what we were doing.
Yeah, so. I saw the screen. She always calls when we're online.
She knows that we do it on Monday, so I don't know why, but she still does. So it's probably got to be something random for about Christmas. Or it could have been something else too.
Kenny, we've seen you, dude. Like, don't feel left out, Kenny. It's all good, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny, what do you think? Should we put out a video about some of our conversations that we had while we were at the Monroe House? Yeah, I was at a football game. Yep. I went to a football game.
We usually go to one Notre Dame game a year.
I enjoy going. And we learned the secrets. I've talked about this before, too. So me and Jenna went and ate and drank all freaking day and didn't spend a dime.
All you bought was hot chocolate.
Yeah, we bought 2 hot chocolates in the stadium, and that was it because we were stuffed. And we're not talking like hot dogs. We're talking pulled pork, brisket. All that stuff.
Jenna's she knows where the good tailgating is.
And we're not talking, vodka that says vodka on the bottle. We're talking Tito's and Captain Morgan and, good booze. And they just willingly hand it out as you walk by.
And did you guys just go to the tailgating, or did you guys go like to the grotto? Oh,
no,
you did go to the grotto, and then did you guys go to the dome?
Yep.
And to the cathedral.
Church. What's it called? The basilica.
With the football players,
we were there. We were on our way as they were coming out and going to the stadium.
That's pretty cool too. I mean, you can't see the football players because they're far enough back when it's closed off. But then it's really cool because to see them walk out to go to the field, it's pretty cool.
Sorry, Pomp. I'm not getting into this whole argument. I'm definitely not going to start an international war. We don't need the Revolutionary War Part 2 over football versus soccer. We don't need to do that. So, we were talking about that last week with the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. We see Cardinals often.
That's kind of Dana's thing when her uncle appears.
Well, actually, when anybody in our family appears, it's always because like sometimes we'll see a male, a male cardinal and like two females, or sometimes we'll see like three males and or we'll see just males. It just depends. So it's like just never know. But usually it's when anything's important going on with our family that we'll have them appear. And it just like it's random. It's like and like one like said the one time Jenna was doing doing a presentation in college, and it was on the third floor, and there was a window behind her, a big window behind her with a tree, and a red cardinal sat there the entire time behind her during her presentation. It was crazy.
Yes, don't feel like you have to chat with the chat. Just sit there and relax.
Who said that?
Laura Wilson.
Oh.
Yes, and Candy. Oh, damn it, I always miss them.
I know. It's
yes,
hard.
definitely check out Sarah Fantastic Publishing. She's kind of the voice of reason in the paranormal and debunking community. Way better than Ben, but sorry. Should I read Ben's messages or not?
Ben's message?
Ben from Laney and Ben.
No.
Okay. No. I won't read those. But Ben reached out to me trying to get me to be in his video that he wants to make about the whole Jed and Terry thing.
What is the difference between male and female cardinals? The color. And their crest on their heads. The male cardinal has a red crest, and it's real, and their real males are real bright, where the female cardinal is a little bit more of a reddish gray and doesn't really have a crest on her head.
Yep.
Hi, Bubs.
Yeah, Fantastique is the queen, for sure. I always enjoy her commentary and her take and her voice of reason. And when Danny Moss went after her, it infuriated me. I'm just going to piss all kinds of people off tonight. I don't care. Danny Moss, he's a jerk. Here's another freaking thing that I saw the other day. So, I've always been cool with this dude. Mark from PSI. I've always been okay with him. I mean, he's done some stuff that I didn't really care for, but he never did anything to me. But then he put out a post the other day that I thought was just like, there's like, I can have a dark sense of humor. I can cross the line sometimes. Who's Danny Moss? I'll explain that in a second. But
Thank you, Sheila.
This crossed the line. This was, I got to find it. Hopefully you guys can see this, but this is what he posted the other day. And I'm sure, he doesn't like Beardo, so I'm sure it has something to do with that. It says, if anyone is alone, I'll just read it. If anyone is alone with no one to spend Christmas with, please let me know. I need to borrow some chairs. Am I being, let me know in the chat, am I being a sensitive little wuss by thinking that is just, there's no funny to that at all, right?
People are just idiots.
I mean, I can not even,
everybody, but
I can even laugh at some dark shit, but that's not funny at all. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Tree says that's rude. Danny Moss is one of the operators of My Haunted Hotel, which is now turned into My Haunted Project. I think they have a My Haunted Doghouse now.
It's a My Haunted Doghouse.
Everything they buy is haunted. Just no doubt.
I mean,
Caroline agrees it's not funny.
Yeah, it's people are just rude. Can you read it again, please, Jeff? Okay. I missed it.
It says, and Beardo's doing this thing, no one left alone for Christmas. And it says, if anyone is alone with no one to spend Christmas with, please let me know. I need to borrow some chairs. It's almost like since we're pissing people off, let's bring this up too. The whole get haunted thing where the guy threatened to kill the one girl's dog. What?
You said that on air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Unalive, the one girl's dog, and then her, and showed pictures of Pew Pew's doing it. I mean, there's no punchline in that joke. That's not funny at all. Like, so.
No.
And like I said, guys, I'm not a prude. I can laugh at some shit that people do that other people. In fact, when Dana and I first started dating, I don't think her daughters really cared for my sense of humor that much.
No,
I
it's
had to
grown
learn
on
that
you.
it's definitely like, I'm a 50-year-old dude, so I mean,
We're a different era from there.
yes,
That's a big part of it.
they're
Different.
a lot more sensitive than we are, and there was, I don't know if people know this, the UK people aren't going to know this, but so there was one day we were playing ping pong in the basement, and I hit a shot across the table, and it hit the little Native American doll that was on the shelf and knocked it over. And I said, no, they hit the shot. And I said, oh, great, you just knocked over Elizabeth Warren. You kind of got to know some backstory to get the joke, but they were pissed. It was like, that's not funny. We were leaving. I was like, I mean, I kind of thought it was funny.
It was funny, but they just didn't.
Nope, they were not having any part of that.
But I mean, their era grew up. I mean, and it's not like, well, if you figured out, let's see, we have military, someone that is out to that helps to bring on world peace and protect and serve. So those are the three kids. There you go, right there. So I mean, they have a lot of like. So, but they think it's just their generation. They think differently,
Yes,
but
yes.
It's not like they're not.
I mean, we drank.
They're not open mind. I mean, they are open minded. It's just, but at that time they were still. Jenna was in college and Aaron was in high school. So, but now that they're a little bit older than that, it makes a total. I mean, now they get that you weren't.
Well, they know that I'm not a prick.
No. I mean, now if they were talking about their dad, then if their dad would say that, they would never have.
But he
would have meant what he was saying.
We grew up drinking out of garden hoses and rubbing dirt in our wounds to clean them.
Yeah.
I mean, so we definitely grew up completely different than they did.
Yeah.
But yep. So I don't know. Like I said, so I'm not. How much is it for 20 cigarette stateside? It's about $8 a pack, Carl.
Isn't it more than that?
No, I don't think so. Well, that's if you buy two, you get a discount.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's like closer to 9.
I was like, if it's just one pack, I thought it was like 9 something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're already getting a book for Jeff to budget his extra money that he has per week for not buying cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't even want to say on here what I spend a month on cigarettes. It's
so
bad. Not good. So $22 freaking for a pack of smokes there. Holy shit! Wow, I wouldn't be able to afford it.
Wow, two packs for $30 in Canada.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I'm glad we live in the States, but we grow the shit and make all the cigarettes. So that's €20, so that's actually more than $22, I think. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but euros are definitely worth more than dollars.
Yeah, it's crazy because I know. Well, I mean, because even what Aaron says about in Germany, some of the stuff, it's just so much more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't see this. Did you see Right Pat close the other day because of the freaking drones?
Yes.
That's crazy. Yes. What is going on with this drone shit? Like, he pays €90 a week. So I don't know if you people in the UK have heard the drone problem that we have here.
Issues here,
and they're not like little hobbyist drones. They're like drones that are the size of SUVs.
Yeah. But in New Jersey, they've been having them.
New York,
Ohio now, and they're going over like around military bases and military.
Sorry, Caroline.
But military bases or places that have like governmental lots of places like that. So
Pomp thinks they're Putin's drones. I don't know. We did have a senator say, and I don't know if this was accurate or if he's taken it back, but he did say that these are Iranian drones because they bought what's called a mothership from China, which apparently is something that is sitting off the east coast of, and this is what he said. This is not me saying this is what's going on. So, but apparently it's like a drone launching center, from my understanding of it, and it's sitting off the east coast of the United States, flying these drones over, and we're just sitting there like, huh, cool, that's awesome. Let's just watch these things. I don't get it.
Nope.
But they actually shut down an Air Force base because of the drone activity over it the other day. Shoot them down. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't say much about it. It aggravates me, but then again, I just don't say much because I just don't.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I
And it
probably
very
would
well,
say more, but I don't.
it very well could be our military is testing something. Which, so that would, I get why they wouldn't want to say, that makes sense to me. I don't know that I like the answer, but at least it makes sense.
Yeah,
Whereas, oh yeah,
but
they're Iranian drones, and we're just letting them hover above New Jersey, New York.
well, just like
that's
didn't
just,
we those balloons?
yes, the Chinese, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Uh-oh, we got some intel from Ian. So the drones appeared after the U.S. and U.K. authorized whatever that is. Oh, is that those missiles that we, yeah, allowed Ukraine to launch? Huh? That could be too. Which, why we said go ahead and launch them? I don't. Let's not get into politics and military
Please, let's
strategy.
not the military stuff. Let's not
Just,
touch base.
I get furious because I don't know what the hell. Yeah, they did arrest 2 guys in Long Island the other day for launching some of the drones, but those aren't the ones that are the big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot, are they flying around the UK too? Yeah, it closed its airspace.
Yeah.
You're right, Kenny. Yep, Kenny. So that's why we have Kenny in here. He corrects us when we say things that are close to the truth, but not the actual truth.
It's just when we have stuff like this, my heart sinks.
Yep.
So.
That's why Kenny is good at what he does. He pays attention to details. And I do, I just forget them later on. So
Yeah, most times, like when they have stuff like that, a lot of the Air Force bases or military bases.
They were flying right over.
Yeah, but they'll close down
base.
the Air Force. I mean, they'll close down the airfield, and then, I mean, they're obviously going to be taking a look.
Kenny, do you like my glasses? These are actually Dana's glasses. Yeah, my dad smoked so bad in the 90s. That's how I started smoking, because I could take a pack out of his carton and he never knew.
Hi, Jason.
Oh, Cree's sister works at Right Pad.
That's where my daughter, she goes there, goes down towards that way all the time when she's home because she likes going to the Air Force Museum.
Yeah, they got a big museum there.
She loves. I mean, she could spend a whole weekend there every time she's there.
Yeah, Sarah agrees. That's why we have Kenny.
He's
the fact checker.
How much does it cost to pay attention?
Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Julie's got some military children as well. Yep. White Sands, is that another Air Force base?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. A lot of military people in here. That was another thing that we considered another 12-hour stream for next year, was military related, if I believe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your idea?
There's a couple different that we talked about.
I don't like the amount of military people that unalive themselves. That
tunnel to tunnel.
Tunnel to towers.
Tunnel to towers, yeah. Yep. And then we said the USO.
Dragon Ranger's a vet. Thank you, sir.
And thank you for your service.
Uh-oh, someone's throwing the shit now. You don't really watch any live, so you won't even understand that. Sarah's launched jihad against white chocolate. Okay. We are neither for nor against white chocolate. We are stating on the record, Boo Productions has no stance on white chocolate. That we will say publicly.
What about one for service dogs for military vets? There's I know I have a list of different military or veteran programs that you can donate to that are legit. And because I mean, you do have to watch and pay attention to some because there's so many of them. But these are actually a list of military veteran ones that you can donate to. So there's multiple ones. We would just have to decide what we would. Drones powered by white chocolate.
Yes, okay. Yes, we don't want to shoot those down in case they release toxins into the air.
We just have to see what we want to donate to at the time because there are so many different things, and I think we have to see what would be a need at the time of who has a need. And like I said, we have a big list of different ones that are for military and for vets. Yep. And just an FYI, it's pretty cool because at San Antonio, that's where they do basic training, but that's where a lot of the dogs do basic training too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
There was a cool story. Well, I mean, not cool, but an interesting story. I don't know if you guys all know who Marcus Luttrell is. He's the Navy SEAL. The oh shit, what was the movie called with Marky Mark?
I can't remember.
Oh, come on.
I'm terrible at names.
Why can't I remember this name of this movie? But I'm sure you guys know which one I'm talking about. Where there was a 4-team SEAL unit or 4 SEAL team. They were out doing a mission, Operation Red Wing, I think it was. But
I can't remember.
What is the name of that damn movie? And where was I going with this?
Yes, in fact, I will tell you, working in healthcare and seeing what a vet has to go through to get approved for a medical appointment is beyond ridiculous. We have
Lone Survivor. Thank you.
Like a pack this thick of just that they send us that we have to. I mean, and you have to fill out some. It's just crazy. It's like vets, even those in the service, you should not have to do. You're serving our country or you served our country. You should not have to fill out that much paperwork to get anything. It drives me insane.
So if you want something interesting to look up and listen to, Marcus Luttrell, the guy that was the lone survivor from that mission in that movie, these immigrants or migrants, whatever you want to call them, they took his service dog, and they killed his dog. That's what I gotta stop saying the K word. They offed his service dog. So he was on the phone with the police traveling 90 to 100 miles an hour, I believe, down the road chasing these guys, and he stopped them at gunpoint, and the cops got there too, and he's like, they're like advising him to back off. He's like, no, they did that to my dog. I'm going to do that to them. Like, I mean, he was dead serious about his service dog. So, it's an shitty story, but it was interesting, and you can hear the 911 call. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's how my thought is if you do, this is my theory on the vets. If you serve the 20-year, you life it, you should have,
because they make shit money while they're in there by the hour. I mean, that being said, they do have, I mean, if you're smart, you can, I don't want to say live for free, but live very low cost if you're in the military.
But you're also, if you're doing that, you're living in the dorm.
Yes.
And you're also, but you also can save money at that. I mean, save for your retirement if you're single, which, yes, but it just drives you nuts because if you 20-year it, you should not have any question about getting medical care when you retire.
Not even 20-year. If you,
well, no, because 20 years considered life.
Okay.
So 20, if you do your 20-year and you serve, you life it. I mean, okay, you should be able to get your health care for free. And then, but even if you do 4 years, you should get some benefit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where, I mean, it is just like, so you see, and these poor, these poor people have to just pull. It's like pulling teeth to get anything from the Veterans Affairs. I mean, it's just, and like, so a lot of our patients, I mean, they can go to the Veterans Department and get their, to the VA and get that stuff, but the VA, sometimes it's a waiting list to get into the specialist. So then they start sending them to us to get them in to be a little bit sooner, or depending on where they're at, sometimes they don't have something that's close enough.
And the VA doctors aren't always the greatest. From what I understand, Ann Arbor, which is, they're not the worst, or not. Am I wrong? What?
No comment.
Okay. So apparently Ann Arbor sucks. But I thought
it's not. I mean, there's some that are really good, and then some that aren't. But it's like, that's the point. It's like, how can some be so much easier to get through than others? Like in other areas, it should be all the same. And it's very frustrating to see that they have to go through so much. But even to see the pension that they get at 20 years, it's like really.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, their cost of living for that 20 years is pretty low. Can be, you plus you can do a career starting at 38. I mean, it's,
yeah. Well, that's
I wish I would have done that.
I mean,
I definitely
if you
wish
think if somebody goes in at the age of 18 and they can get a 4-year degree while in the service, and be paid for free, plus whatever job they're getting, they have all that experience, and sometimes they can get a really good job right out of the service. And then you get, I mean, and then it's like, after that 20 years, you could literally have a second career. So it's very frustrating still. I mean, because some people, like, when they get out at 20, like, some people do even more than 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's it's just like, it's nothing. It's just irritating.
Well, let's actually bring this back around, and we still got to give our Jed Terry update. We will do that. But Carl has a question. How did the both of you get into the paranormal field? Do you want to start, or do you want me to?
Well, I was always interested in it, and I was having a lot of weird stuff happening to me when Jeff and I started talking. I remember some of our conversations would be about how I would have like these weird smoky kind of things, of smoky looking things go through my room. And so then that we started talking about it, and then our second date, we actually went on, and we talked for several months before we even went on our first date. And so our second date, which was we went on a date, and then the next night we went on our second date, and we actually went to his friend's house and did kind of like a little session in his office, because it's haunted.
His house is.
And then he sent us to a cemetery. And Jeff, I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, but he went to the wrong side of the cemetery.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a ravine that separated, even though it's called Ravine Cemetery.
Yeah, but I knew I had some. I didn't know at that time I had abilities.
Hey, Friday House.
And the more I started getting to know Jeff and some of the people on the team, I found out that I do have abilities, and then I started working on building up the abilities. And so, but because I was everywhere Jeff went, like with Togs, he would be at Togs and I would go. So I ended up going with them and just was invited to join the team. But this is the comical thing. There was a clause put in there that if for some reason Jeff and I broke up, that I would have to leave the Togs team. Even though Jeff was not a member of Togs, I would have to leave.
And the person that took the notes knew that Dana was going to get a copy of the team meeting minutes, and put that in there. You don't need to put that in there. That conversation does not need to be put in the meeting minutes. But
then, ironically funny, Jeff has recently become a member of Togs. And I said we need to put the disclaimer in there if anything ever happens that he has to leave.
Yeah.
And we all kind of joked about it, because I mean, it is a big joke, because we just laugh, because it's like that person that wrote it, she's not in the group anymore.
But my so I guess my beginnings, honest to God, it started with Ghost Adventures. The ghost hunting shows.
You need to go potties.
I didn't grow up in a haunted house like a lot of people did. I didn't. God, people don't hate me because this is not my attitude today. but I wanted to be like Zach Baggins. And there was one incident where, Boo, you're ringing the bell. You go potty. Um, so my band, and I've told this story before, but I know we got some new people in here. Go on, Boo. Go potty. Go potty. But anyway, so my band was scouting out a location to play at, and I just like got this weird feeling in there. I'm like, do you guys ever think that this place is haunted? I asked this to the owner. He's like, oh hell yeah, talk to the barmaids. So I talked to them. They all had freaking crazy stories. I'm gonna tell the short version of the story, but so anyway, I ended up in the basement, and there's a reason why. And I'm down there doing my best Zach Baggins in the world. You know, if you're down here with me, come up and scratch me. I'm just like talking shit, like, you know, yeah, I had a couple beers. But um, long story short, this is at like 2 a.m. A buddy of mine texted me. This is a guy that I talk to a few times a year, but not somebody that knew where I was. Definitely, we're not friends to the point where we're going to be texting each other at 2 o'clock in the morning. And he said, I just want you to know I'm praying for you in this text message. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm out of here. So, that's the short version of the story. I've told the long version. I know. Yes, Paranormal. I can't wait to listen to that tomorrow, Cree. I didn't see it live, but I like to listen to his show like at work because you don't actually have to watch it. Yeah, Beardo got into it, kind of for the same reasons. Yvette Feeling. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Okay.
Do not clip that. Sorry.
What?
Okay. Hopefully I'm not missing. I watched a true exorcist speak in YouTube, and he said all ghosts. Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. I don't. I agree that they can pretend to be people that have passed away, but I don't. I came from a church that actually believed that, and they absolutely hate what I'm doing now. In fact, I got kicked off the worship team because I played music for the church for a little while, and they kicked me off because I did paranormal stuff. So I'm a little bitter about that because
in the looks, a couple of times we've been shopping because I don't know any of these people.
Oh yeah.
But Jeff would be like, yeah, there's somebody from, and then they would just give him the nastiest looks and just walk on by.
There's, I could tell stories about some of my, because I went to a Baptist school, and if I would, I don't post anything paranormal at all on my personal Facebook page because every time I do, I get old school mates, family members, just in my messages, give me a bunch of shit. I'm going to hell for doing what I'm doing. But, and even so, a good friend of ours is a Muslim, Stephanie. And we were going to have her on the show. And we actually did a show with her a couple years ago where it was like, okay, so what does the Muslim faith, think about paranormal? It was a really, really good show. But I had a friend of mine message me, and how I was so bad for doing this paranormal stuff, and they're like, "Do you know she's a Muslim?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I do." And I pretty much talk to her daily, and I haven't talked to you in like 4 years, so go fuck yourself. Like that really bugged me. It's like, so what?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't, because people like, I hate it when people are like, "Oh, I'm a medium." I don't go out there and flaunt that I'm a medium. Like, the only time we do is here. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Because you don't do readings, and I mean, like gallery readings and all that. You don't do any of that shit.
I can count on one hand that I've actually done readings for people. And it's just because they've kind of asked me about it and they had some concerns. And I mean, there's only
tell us how you really feel, Jimmy.
I mean, there was only like I said on a handful of times. I mean, there's some people that I will do, but I don't do them often. I deal more with doing it with the paranormal.
It's Here's a quick little Baptist story. So when I went to the Baptist school, um, any guitar, drums, anything but piano hymnals was of the devil. And that's when bands, there was 80s bands coming out like Striper and a lot of Christian metal bands, and I was into that stuff. Like I don't hate me, guys. I apologize, but that was cool shit back in the day. But any of that stuff was not acceptable at the school I went to. In fact, if you got caught coming out of a movie theater at the mall, if a teacher happened to walk by, you would get kicked out of the school. That's how strict my school was. But then one day we were taking a tour because we were going to send my oldest son there because we lived in a bad neighborhood and that was a better option. It wasn't so much like you're going to be this strict Baptist. It definitely was not that. But yeah, Oz Fox, Bill. Um, so we're walking through there and I hear a distorted guitar in a drum kit playing in one of the classrooms. I'm like, and I looked at the guy who was giving us a tour because he was let's see, he taught history in gym when I went there. And I looked at him and I said, what did you guys do to this place? And he's like, oh yeah, a lot has changed since you went here. Because they were playing, it was contemporary Christian music and they were getting ready for chapel. And,
Well, and you think,
but it was just funny how things
because
changed.
I grew up Catholic, then I went to Methodist, and then I went to not believing really in anything but knew there was something there, to now where I just have more of a same kind of thing. There, everybody has their own who they look to, and I go with mine the way I go with mine. But ironically funny, I would probably say I still follow a lot of Christian belief, and probably, especially around the holidays, I still think it's a lot of Catholic.
Yeah.
But also, we're Polish Catholic, so put that there.
Yeah, but we don't eat near enough like stuff.
Jeff gets mad because we don't eat enough Polish food. He doesn't think, but because we have pierogies once a year.
Yeah.
And kielbasa we have
Bullshit.
twice a year. Well, this year he yelled at me because he goes, "You never made pigs on the blanket this year."
It's been I would
I
say
go let the dogs.
I bet you 2 years since we've had pigs in the blanket.
No, you've had them.
Yeah, Pacos. That don't count. So Michael Sweet can still sing, Bill. He still got it. They're still putting out new content or new songs and stuff like that. I mean they did at least as recently as a year or two ago. So they Striper puts out some stuff. Um, I was non-denominational, still in more, and that's where I'm at today. I don't feel that you have to go to church to be a Christian. I mean, it's good to surround yourself with people of I guess similar beliefs, whatever. But I'm open to, like I said, when that dude said, she's a Muslim, right? I'm just like, so we can't fucking talk to people that aren't of the same religion. It was just so stupid to me and so arrogant that
I dated a Muslim when I was in college.
I just like that really bothered me. Yeah, Julie, I do cook all the time.
He does.
But Dana is the one that knows the traditional Polish way of doing it, and it's not written down.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in their head. So that's why I bug her for the Polish food. But yeah, I actually do most.
Well,
of the
he does. Well, actually, this week is make pierogies weeks or make our pierogies for Christmas. So, because he's actually going to pick up one of the cheeses we need tomorrow because they were out of stock the other day.
I've been doing recon for 3 years, and I finally know the recipe. I can make them.
Yeah.
Except for the filling.
Except for the filling, he doesn't know it because I'm the one that makes it. But everything we do, I mean, when you're learning as Polish, growing up Polish, you just learn it. It's never written down. And actually I do have the filling mix written down, but I don't even know where it's at because I never use it because it's always you just do it.
You know what it feels like when it's
done. And it's like so you just do it. Thing. And because it all like dry cheese, it just depends on how wet the cheese is, how dry. I mean, it all just plays into it. But even making like the pigs, I don't follow a recipe. Sweet and sour cabbage, I don't follow a recipe.
Mike is ordained in the Church of Dudism.
I don't. What else do we make that you
Pretty much.
I
that
did
and
just
pierogies.
tell you how I could make lazy pierogies, and he's
Oh,
like,
the sweet sour cabbage.
I just said sweet and sour cabbage.
Okay.
I don't follow a recipe for that. I just make it.
Mhm.
So it's just what we do.
Yep.
But yeah,
Our wedding, it was funny too because I wanted the Polish food at our wedding.
Yeah, I was gonna go something totally. He goes, "No, let's do Polish chicken dinner, or Polish wedding." It's in our because we had like
Polish wedding chicken.
Yeah, because it was that's crazy. Because in our area, whenever anybody got married, you always had the Polish wedding dinner, which was the baked chicken, kielbasa, sweet and sour cabbage, mashed potatoes, and then you had salad, or you had corn or green beans, and rolls and butter.
Yep.
So we ended up having and sweet and sour, and then it's funny because we asked them if they could use our recipe for the sweet and sour cabbage, and he actually did do it. So it was like, cool. How cool is that?
Yep.
Because it was my grandma's recipe, so he was like, "Yeah, we'll use it." So it was pretty cool, and the food was really good.
Yep. And my, I guess, connection to Polish food was I grew up in a very, very Polish neighborhood.
We grew up close to each other, but didn't realize we grew up that close together,
so,
even though our friends
were Polish at all,
the same group. But yeah, and it's funny because that Polish area, I mean, the area is so run down right now, but one of the oldest Polish grocery stores is still there. I mean, that's where we go to get our cheese, where we get our kielbasa. We get that every year. Everybody goes there to get it. And like the week, like probably starting Saturday, it's going to be a pain in the butt to go there. It's like going to be like the line will be out the door. You'll be waiting for like 2-3 hours.
Every Polish person for miles goes and gets.
And because some people will buy their pierogies there. They buy their ham there. They buy their kielbasa there. They buy a lot of that stuff there. Where we just really go get our cheese there and the kielbasa.
Yep.
Everything else we get elsewhere.
So yeah, cooking kielbasa in beer, no, not a good plan. The cooking bag you got to cook it in a cooking bag.
And people are like, wait, what do you? Because a lot of people boil their kielbasa.
Nope.
We don't boil it. We put it in a cooking bag and bake it, and it's so good. Mm-hmm. The boiling it just makes it go. Poof, where with baking it keeps it tight.
Plus,
and it's
it dulls the flavor.
Yeah, and
it waters down the flavor.
It's funny too because this time of year, you can get like the kielbasa is a little bit more seasoned than it is if you get it like throughout the year.
They got the Christmas blend.
Blend, and it's called. You have the Easter blend and the Christmas blend, and so it's a little bit more. Got a little bit more seasoning.
I think it's got a little more garlic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can get it with extra garlic. Yeah. They do make extra garlic, but we just get the regular. But it's got a little bit more seasoning.
Yeah, but if you haven't had, kielbasa cooked right, that's like made in a traditional Polish recipe.
I mean, we grew up working in
that crap you buy off the shelf in the package. That's not kielbasa.
And it's funny because we actually grew up working in Polish, the Polish catering, because my grandmother worked for one of the. There was 2 of them, 2 Polish catering services in our area, and my grandma worked at the oldest of the 2, and so we all worked there growing up. And we all had for our weddings. We all had that for our weddings. Everybody.
There was no. Everybody had the same thing for their weddings. Yeah. There was no.
And it was like
you hired that company. They did their thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could have other stuff, but that's everybody usually went for that. And I mean, it was like, but when I was growing up, every wedding you went to, that's all you knew. That's what you were going to have to eat everywhere you went. And the only difference was some people wanted coined kielbasa and somebody wanted the chunk kielbasa. That would be the only difference.
Coined kielbasa, that's an insult.
I know.
It's got to be chunks.
Some people would like the coin in coins, and some of it wanted it in like the little bit bigger chunk. Mm-hmm. So. Yep. That and wedding cakes. Oh, the one lady that used to do the wedding cakes for Rodex Catering. Oh.
I don't know that I ever had one of those.
No, but the frosting, the cake frosting I make is her recipe. Okay. So for when I decorate cakes.
We do not. I've never seen that person, Carl. Sorry. Do not know what you're talking about. Yeah, Candy, I hope you're, yeah, sorry to hear that your father-in-law is in the hospital.
That was
Or
Cree.
Cree, I'm sorry. Cree. Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. My mother has a tendency to do us in on the holidays.
Bill, no, I'm starving. It always goes to food.
My mom, 2 years ago, was it 2 or 3 years ago? No, 3 years ago. She got COVID for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And was in the hospital with COVID on Thanksgiving.
That was 3 years ago.
That was, 3 years
Yep.
ago. 2 years ago, 2 days before Christmas Eve, or no, a day before Christmas Eve, maybe 2 days. I think it was 2 days before Christmas Eve. My mom decided she didn't feel well, and she was telling me, and so we had her call the doctor. We had to take her to the hospital. She was admitted. She had to have her gallbladder removed.
Yep.
She had her gallbladder removed Christmas morning. She was in the hospital the entire time because they had to get her off blood thinner so they could do the surgery.
Yep.
And I literally left that morning, Christmas morning. I had just seen her. I had literally just got I just turned on. If they would have called me like 2 minutes earlier, I would have been able to zip around and not get on the highway and turn around and come back. So she had that. So we had that. And then last year she didn't do us in. She just didn't. I don't think she felt good, but she didn't do us in last year. So we're on a roll. We're on a roll. We're on a roll that we have not had. Hopefully 2 years in a row. She is not gonna. Well, we said this time it would have to be New Year's anyhow. So
yeah.
Because she keeps moving it the next
circle.
holiday.
Yep.
So
okay. Thank you for the 5 pounds. We've been corrected a couple of times.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you both for doing what you do for families, people that feel abandoned, need people like you to show them that they are alone, never change. No, yeah, like I said before earlier, I don't know if you heard it, if you were here yet or not, but that thing that Beardo does is so freaking cool. Like, I would, it's his idea, but if he wasn't going to do it this year, I was going to ask him if he'd mind if I stole his idea and did it, because
and we actually
signed up to do that. We will be on at 11 a.m.
because we actually have. I mean, we do. We have our traditionally the Polish tradition is you celebrate Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we do have at night.
We have a part 2, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we have
with
a part
no pierogies,
2. No pierogies, but we do have a part 2.
We do get kielbasa.
And get kielbasa twice, and strawberry pretzel salad, and
David's killer recipe for cheesy potatoes.
Potatoes, yes,
the best on the planet. He won't give it to me. I'm a little
and so we actually I forgot where I was going. So we actually we were already planning. Hey, we might have to slip away to come do this and then come right back. Luckily, we all live close together.
I wouldn't have cared if we had to skip out for an hour on our Christmas thing. I didn't care. I had to, and
because we could have easily, because we live close enough that we could have skipped out for an hour and then went right back.
Well, Pomp, we will be on at 4 p.m. your time if you said you were in the UK. So definitely join us.
The door at this hour.
Oh, I don't know. We missed something. So. A crow update, and this is all I know, and this is coming from Joe and Beardo, that I think he's doing well. He did delete his Facebook account because he did say a few weeks ago, he said something about he was going to take a break from social media, blah, blah, blah. And, but he did delete his Facebook. I did send him a message, but I haven't gotten a message back yet from, through another platform, but they say he's doing okay. So that's good. Yeah, he had some kind of health scare. I don't know details. It's none of my business. If he wanted me to know, he'd tell me. So, but I'm just glad he's on the mend by the sound of it.
And raw. No, we do not make them. My sister and I keep saying we should make them, but I have not made them, and I can't tell you how long. I do. This year, I didn't do it this year.
What is that?
They're like the cookies that are folded with the Hungarian cookies.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
We like here in our area we call them Hungarian cookies
Yeah,
because the Hungarian in
yes,
our
we have a
neighborhood
big Hungarian population.
the
too here.
Hungarians were the ones that would
Yep.
make that, but ours would be the Polish coffee. It was Polish did the coffee cake, Hungarians did that, and the Hungarians would do the poppy seed roll, and the nut roll. But the Polish would eat it for Christmas. I mean, we would have it at Christmas too, but it was more known for like the Hungarians to do that.
Cree, it starts on Christmas Day, and it is going to be, I mean, Christmas Day UK time. I believe it starts at 11 UK time. And I think Three Spires is going to go, and then Beardo is second at noon. I think that's the order. Beardo has a Facebook post that has the schedule. So if you look up Beardo on Facebook, he's got the schedule there. It definitely starts Christmas Day, 11 or 12 a.m., somewhere in there. So, and we will have to be part of it.
Oops.
I probably pissed him off. I probably bugged him so much about it but no, me and Beardo are cool. We talk, but I know, like, okay, just because we talk and you're cool to me and whatever, I'm not gonna bother the man all the time. But I did bother him a little bit about this because I wanted to make sure we were a part of it. So
yeah.
Carl, Black Eyed Kids. I want to, before I give any kind of opinion on that, Andrew Stonerock put out a video yesterday, I think, or the day before, about I want to see what he came up with, because he's a trusted source for me. So I don't really have an opinion. I think it's more urban legend than anything, but I want to see what he has to say before I come up with any kind of opinion on that.
I'm neither here nor there. Although I do remember, this is so funny. We were going to Southern Ohio, we were looking
Cool.
for at group homes for where my brother we were looking at the homes that the different group homes were trying to work the contracts up here, and so we were going, and we were in this very hilly. We were just the backwoods kind of area in Ohio. And one of the people that was with us, they kept freaking out, saying the black-eyed children are going to come get us. I just remember that it was just funny.
Wisdom, I think all the spots are filled, but he talked about potentially extending it, or he just said, look, if we go till 6 p.m. Eastern time, you can say that you're, part of it and jump on with the time that's outside of what he's officially doing. I mean, he's got no problem with people adding to it. So if you want to do, and there again, I don't know. It starts at 11, and I thought they said he had 10 hours full. I think 11 there, the GMT time. So, yep, safe to say Crow will be out for a couple months. That's fair. We'll give him his space and welcome his return.
Yeah, all that food talk made me hungry. Yeah, it's funny though, because when you start making it all, you don't get hungry.
That's the funny thing too. So I've noticed this about it was very, very good, but when I smoked the turkey for Thanksgiving, we also had 2 oven baked ones, but that flavor gets in because you're tending to it. I actually enjoyed the oven baked better, even though I think the smoked had killer flavor. Everybody else loved it.
Yeah.
But even when I make that chicken, it doesn't taste as good to me until the next day as it does for everybody else.
But that's how it is when I if I cook a lot of stuff, I don't eat a lot because it just doesn't taste the same to me. Now, baking is another story.
Yeah, baking is different. For some reason, that doesn't.
I do more.
I don't want to say turn you off to eating what you just cooked, but it enhances it.
But you do more cooking and I do more baking.
I don't bake at all.
Well, you do. You and Jenna do your bake off thing.
That's more like we're playing around with sugar and flour.
But you guys do pretty good at it. I wouldn't
consider us bakers, except we almost killed your brother.
Oh, yeah.
The one year.
Yeah.
We almost killed Uncle AJM.
Because the cake was so dry.
It was very dry. And then another year,
just,
I think that was the same year too. I think we screwed up, because it's always good to add a little salt to your cake mix.
Yeah, it was the same year.
I think it was
But you added it to you added the salt
We
to
maybe
the,
turned a teaspoon into a tablespoon
but
or
you
some
guys
shit.
added the salt to the frosting and not,
I don't know, but somebody made a
yeah.
comment out. Why is this cake salty?
What was my mom? Go figure.
It wasn't your mom. It was David.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I remember David. Why is this cake salty? And yeah, I agree. It had a little too much. It looked really, really good.
It was pretty cool.
If I had time to scroll on my phone right now, I'd show you all the picture of what we created. Because we watched a lot of like baking shows and cooking channel stuff,
especially during COVID.
So we would try and mimic the Bake Off challenge. Yeah.
Although they know how to make the Costco cream on their cakes, the white cream, they know how to make that.
Yeah,
that
turned out good.
It tasted just like the Costco.
And stuff. The chocolate one too, we did.
And the chocolate one, those were pretty.
Yep.
Pretty good.
We've had a couple successes, a couple.
I used to decorate cakes though, so.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't mind that. And then another thing I'm good at is making cheese balls.
Yeah.
Lots of different cheese balls.
I still say hands down my grandma's recipe is
that one is the best. Yes,
the best.
That one is really good.
But there's one cheese in it that's very hard to find at the store.
And I found out where they hide it at Myers. You know, by like
I think it's Old English.
Yes, the Old English and the Rocco that they have, the blue cheese one. Do you know where they keep the creamers and all the specialty creamers and that by the dairy?
Okay.
Like, no, not where the regular creamers are, but like where the cheese is, like the block cheese is here, and then the eggs are right here, and then there's that cooler right here. It's in that cooler on the top shelf.
It's in a cooler?
It's on that open-faced cooler up on top.
Okay, because anytime I ever found it, it's not in a cooler.
Nope, but they have a whole bunch of it right there right now. I just randomly saw it when I was looking for my my pumpkin spice creamer.
Date nut bread.
My mom used to make stuffed dates.
Is that like fruitcake?
No, it's like banana nut bread, but with dates.
Okay.
My mom used to make date nut bars, and then she would make like a stuffed date, and she'd put either I think a pecan in it, and it would be a stuffed date with a pecan, and then they would be rolled in powdered sugar. I remember making those when I was a kid.
Yep.
I don't eat them. I love dates, but I can't eat like the pecan. So
I definitely came from a family that was very, very gifted in cooking, baking, all things. So I'm 51. This is the first.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
How old am I?
53.
You don't have to cover it. I'm not ashamed of how old I am.
50. You'll be 54. Yes.
When?
I'm doing the math.
When am I going to be 54?
Oh, you are 54.
Thank you.
Yes, my bad. I'm thinking December. I'm doing the math in my head, people. Give me credit. I thought I did.
Ironically funny, my birthday's 12/15 and Jeff's is 2/15.
Mm-hmm.
But they're 3 years apart.
Yep. But anyway, this was the first year that I did not have one of my family's biggest tradition for Thanksgiving, because I didn't make them this year because no one likes them or eats them. It's the truth. Their family doesn't like it.
I think it's just because it's so heavy.
But when I grew up, we used to fight over them things.
See, but that's why I said. But that's why I want to try making lazy pierogies for you, because I think you'll like them.
Yeah, we
because it's kind of like the dumpling. So I think you'll like them.
Our family would fight over them. We could make 30 pounds of those, and they would all be gone on Christmas Day and Thanksgiving. We only got them twice a year. Everybody would fight for them. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna make them sometime soon because I like them. We got a couple people talking guitar stuff in here. Maybe that's what we should do for no one left alone for Christmas. Is I should bring my guitar and play for a couple minutes. Some of the members have seen the guitar footage.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Our annual once a year gathering of the boys.
And it didn't get to happen this year because this dude just took my guitar.
Kind of took over. Oh, you still got to go get your guitar.
Yeah, I told him, yeah, you can play a song or two. I don't care.
And he took over.
And he just took it and wouldn't give it back. I'm like, I'm not going to ask for my own guitar back. And then you'd think he would have got the hint when the other band members were like,
Didn't
okay,
want to play.
and the bass player Sean, man, he's got no filter. He just goes, with all due respect, I'd like it if Jeff would play for a little while, and not because he was bad. It's just Sean came
That's
there
what.
to,
Yeah, I
to
mean, the
kinda
guys they
a
all get
reunion.
together.
Yeah,
On Halloween for the Halloween party to do this, and it's just like
Sean's cool as hell.
I kind of was bummed because I didn't get any really
Yeah.
good footage like I usually do.
We played a couple songs and that was it.
Yeah, because so I didn't have a lot to share this year.
But I did leave it there, and I told him,
But then
I'll come back sometime and we'll have a jam session.
But it did cause me to have to block my. So if anybody's trying to find me, I apologize. I did have to block my make my page private again.
Yeah, and I got in trouble for that. But
yeah, but we did have to make my page private again. So
Harley Benton guitars. What the hell? What are those? I don't know what those are. We had God. I wish I remembered the brand name, but there was a Michigan. So we live really close to Michigan. This guy made homemade guitars. They played and sounded like nothing I've ever owned before. They were kick-ass guitars.
What are you doing?
I'm just kind of trying to pay attention, getting adjusted to my new glasses, my new ladies' glasses. Does everybody like these glasses?
They actually don't look bad.
They don't. No.
Considering they're mine.
Freaking see.
I lost my glasses.
It's been
just
so
don't scratch
bad.
them up.
I'll try not to.
At least I have other pairs if I have.
Yeah,
to.
you have like 35 other pairs.
Yeah.
You got 3 or 4 pairs in the car.
Well, no, they're right here now because I had to go get them because I had to figure out which ones were going to work for this. Well, you got to figure that I have some that are just single vision and then some that are multifocal, and I actually do have my contacts too.
Are these bifocal?
Yeah, those are multifocal.
Okay, that's not my bifocal prescription.
No,
but that's all right.
I think you're bifocal. You need more than I do.
Yeah, it's definitely blurry. So, because the mold.
They don't look like lady glasses. No,
they don't.
And ironically funny, the reason they probably don't is because they actually are Calvin Klein glasses. That Calvin Klein is one of my favorite.
Yeah, there's
glasses.
No way you guys can see how bad these are.
Yeah,
they're so. It's like looking through a foggy mirror.
Yeah, but I've almost like probably 3 or 4 pairs of my glasses are Calvin Klein, and then I don't remember what brand these are, but these I have 3 pair that are way more expensive. But
Carl, okay, so like music is subjective. I'm definitely not a Dire Straits fan. I just never, I guess, appreciated them. I'll check them out live because actually, when I listen to music, I do like to watch live music because to me, it's a variation of the recorded songs, and a lot of times, in my opinion, better. Plus, you can see, the talent that these people have when they play live. We talked about this last week or the week after or the week before. We love watching people just do good live shit. That's, so I love watching live music, listening to live music. Plus, a lot of times, like,
water all over
you hear the song "Sober" by Tool, but then you watch each tour. It's just different every time. So I love watching live music.
You come in. Come on in. Go out. Don't scratch.
Benton guitars are from cheap, really good, my friend.
Hi.
Harley Benton guitar. I've never heard of them. I have to check them out. Although,
ask Aaron.
Yeah, I've got
beep,
enough
beep.
guitars. I've got
beep.
I think 5, 6.
Boop.
Yeah, I've got 6.
Boop.
I got a Les Paul, a Strat, an Epiphone Les Paul, a 12-string, a 6-string Yamaha, and a really shitty West Tone that I tuned down to a drop B tuning because the action was so bad that it actually works.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, she has no idea. I'll argue with that. I
don't know why I'm so yawny tonight.
Some of my greatest solos, I think, are Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd live solos. Comfortably Numb. Can't beat it. Just my opinion. Obviously, music is subjective. Uh, Lindsey Buckingham is a way underrated guitar player.
No clue.
Fleetwood Mac.
I know Fleetwood Mac is at
Yep,
least.
yep.
Yeah, you
36 guitars. Holy shit. 4 bass guitars. Congratulations, Jamie. You win. I don't know what you win, but
I was gonna say for you though, you could mention a name and I'd be like, but then you name the group that they're in, and I'm like, pretty much usually I know who that is. Every once in a while you can stump me on that, but normally I can figure I've heard of a band, but there's a couple that I probably haven't heard of.
yeah, Bill, that like I said, the action on that guitar was so bad. I was like, you know what? Let's tune this down to a B, get some thicker strings, drop C tuning. That's my drop C guitar. And it worked. So, because there's Sick Puppies does a lot of drop C stuff. Chevelle.
Who?
Sick Puppies. Yeah, you don't know. Chevelle. Yes.
Freddie Mercury.
That's Dennis Jenner. Yep, I do too. I mean, in like back in the day, I really wasn't a Queen fan until.
Come on.
I think I really appreciated him after watching the movie, honestly.
I saw Queen, even though it was with Adam Lambert.
Which actually, he is a killer.
He is killer to be the. Although I will tell you, my first cassette tape I got, you know what it was? Queen.
No. I was gonna say I figured it'd be Corey Hart.
No, Corey Hart. No.
I remember. It's funny because I remember that was. I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh, Corey Hart.
Being a friend of mine, like that was a new song at the time, and there was supposed to be a new video on MTV that was going to drop late on a Friday or Saturday night. And we stayed up late to watch that. I don't know why I remember that, but it was that freaking song, and we could not wait for that video to come.
Corey Hart, Rick Springfield. Yep.
I wasn't a big fan of that stuff.
Yep. Rick Springfield. To this day, if I can find a concert that if he's coming around here for a concert, I will go to it if I can get I'm available.
I was more the Poison, Slaughter.
Yeah, and then
all that stuff.
Corey Hart, the last time he was close to like I still listen to some Corey Hart stuff, but he's in Canada, and the last time he was close to the American border, of course I couldn't go. So it was just like, but I would love to see
shit.
Did she just hit you?
Yeah.
Ooh. You okay?
Yeah.
Ooh. No.
Okay.
I would love to see him though, but
Jimmy, what is your favorite band? I don't think I ever asked you that. I'm just curious. Jimmy's a musician. He's has a recording studio, all that fun stuff. I've never heard what your favorite band is. Jim Root, isn't he bluegrass, Bill? Or are you going to hate me for saying that? Oh, hell yeah, I liked Motley Crue back in the day. The Twilight Singer.
See, but I listened to that stuff, but it wasn't like my go-to.
What is the Twilight Singer? What genre of music is that, Jimmy? I might have to look them up. Slipknot, yeah, I'm a big Slipknot
Yes,
fan.
the Break Free. That is one of my favorite videos. And I remember the backlash on that, the Break Free video, that people were just like so.
Is that where they dressed up like?
Yeah, they
Yep.
drag queened it pretty much, or dressed in drag. But they but that was one of my favorite videos.
One of the best rock performances for sure was when they got back together and did, I think it was the Live Aid tour.
Yes.
That performance was killer. That's, I think, what, like, okay, I'm going to look into Queen now.
Yeah, we but we actually saw
Jim Root was in Slipknot and Stone Sour. What he wasn't the guitar player, was he? Because I thought what's his name, Tucci or something like that played guitar. Yeah, Live Aid 85. That's what it was.
But we actually saw Queen with Adam Lambert. It was probably the closest you would ever get to seeing Queen with Freddie Mercury without Freddie Mercury being in there. I mean, Adam Lambert he was born to be that. He will never take Freddie Mercury's place, but he is the closest you could come to it.
Another thing that Adam Lambert did that I mean, I think the dude has got a killer voice, but look him up, and it's hard to find because I think the TV show that he did it on.
Ring of Fire.
Nope, Billie Jean.
Oh yeah, that
When
was
he did Billie Jean, that is a killer
but
version
a
of
lot
that
of his versions of cover songs are so good. Like my favorite one he does, one of them is Ring of Fire. That is like one of my theme songs from when we do our presentations and that. But it's pretty cool.
Yep. So Jim Root was before Tucci. Okay. Another killer concert is Corey Taylor live in London, or is it just live in England, unplugged, or the acoustic set he did over there was killer.
Yep, that's exactly. He did not. He knew he would never be able to.
Yep.
But he comes close to it, but never. He would. Nobody would ever be able to take Freddie's place.
What did Jimmy say? I missed it. Okay, some sexy indie rock. Jimmy, I don't know why I always figured you for like a metal guy, but I'm all over the place. I like all kinds of music. I like hard and heavy, but
I listen to a lot of different. We've had this talk before because I know, but I listen to a lot of different stuff because people are sometimes surprised at some of the things. But it's not like I listen to a lot from those certain groups. But there's just a couple songs that I'd be like,
yeah.
Because I mean, I'm all over the place. Like I even like Jeff will laugh because I've been what have I been watching on TV lately?
Old dude singing Christmas songs, black and white.
Bing Crosby. I watched White Christmas, and then I did like the Bing Crosby old Christmas specials. Andy Williams. So I've been on to the old stuff that my grandparents would have us watch when we were little.
Jeffrey, that would be Andrew Stonerock. He just put one out yesterday or the day before on Black Eyed Kids.
Ooh, you're not going out. You were just out.
Yep, go check him out. If anybody hasn't subscribed to Andrew yet, go check him out. Oh, we still have not given our update on Jen Terra. I have not been stringing you guys along.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
But we will give you an update after I go get a refill.
No, you can't get a refill.
Why not?
Because you can't.
Why?
Because.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yes, I can.
No.
Yes, I can.
No.
Guys, do I get a refill or not? Let's resort to the chat. You guys can be the jury. Okay.
Because you have to give the update, see? So no, you can't.
Who said that?
Candy.
Guys, come on. We need more opinions.
Update, see? Update.
That's the same person. It doesn't count. Although Candy is a mod, so her vote.
Okay, you got one refill and you got updates.
Chris says yes. Yes to refill?
Yes to refill or yes to update?
I don't have to. I really don't have to pee, Bill.
That's a shocker.
There's another refill. Refill is winning. So, all right, you guys are going to give me.
Then you got to take care of the dog, too. So, what are we talking about? Anybody got a question for me while Jeff is gone? He's deserting me. Not getting between hubby and wife. Nope, not happening.
Who said that?
That's funny.
I feel like a midget with his glasses on me.
So he's not here now. But yeah, Jeff's going to be excited about his Christmas present. It actually just arrived. It actually arrived earlier than I thought. Did I enjoy my birthday? Yes, I did. I did. For the most part, because we really didn't celebrate my birthday with family yet, because we're doing that on Friday because my nephew's birthday is the same day as mine, and we also have another family member whose birthday is the 21st. So we kind of always celebrate them together. But with work schedules with everybody, it just didn't work out to do it until the 20th. Usually we do it. Hi, Boo. Oh, hi. You want to get up there? Well, come on, get up there. Boo's taking over the show. How about that? Boo's like, I'm going to just take over the show. You're taking over the show today? Okay. I bet you can do it better than your dad. What do you think?
I heard that.
Jeff is going to struggle with not smoking. What are you going to do to support him? Well, I've always supported him, so it's whatever. Thank you, Boo. Whatever he wants to. But I've been since the day we went to the doctor, and he said that he needed to quit. That within that day, I went out and bought him the nicotine patches that the doctor wanted him to have. I bought him gum. And I'm just like, whenever you're ready to quit, you're ready to quit. Because even when we talked to the doctor, we had the discussion that because my mindset was already, I can't force him to do it. When he's ready to do it, he'll have to do it. And so the doctor was like, that's exactly right. So when he's ready, he'll do it. So I kind of would put a little bit of pressure, guilt trip here and there about, oh, you could be saving this money for this or this if you stop smoking. Plus, it does save us on our insurance $150 a month. So it was like, yes. So, and no, he will not get a vape because I work for a pulmonologist, and vaping is one of the worst things you can do.
What are you doing in my seat?
That's what I said. Booze it's the boo hour.
Okay, how's this gonna work? What are you doing? At least say something.
She did. She licked the mic at one point. Hey, can you lick?
Did you put the headphones on her?
No. Oh, wait, here. Okay, everybody, if you want to take a real quick picture, we'll have to do this. Here you go. There's Boo. She's like, what the heck are you doing to me, Mom?
Okay, Boo, now you gotta get down.
Okay. Usually she doesn't jump up in the chair, so it's kind of funny that she jumped up.
Come here. You gotta get down now.
She's not going to give up her spot here now.
Boo, you've got to move. Boo, come on.
Yep. So he knows I am here to support. I'm not going to force him to do it. So it's got to be on his terms. And so Jeff's got to go get a treat so Boo will move.
You want a treat? Let's go get a treat. Come on.
Oh, she can't get out. Hold on. Go.
Come on.
There you go.
Get a treat.
That's fine. I've never seen her jump up in the chair like that. So it's kind of funny. Thank you. Boo is our little baby. She's our batshit crazy Boo. All right. Yeah, now anything with vaping, if he's gonna quit, I said I'd rather have him, and actually the doctor will verify he'd rather have him smoke than do vaping. So, I would not have him vape. So it's like, that's just something that we won't do is vape.
I can't vape anyway. I've tried it.
He tried, but I just, like I said, it just
guts out.
Working with pulmonologist, I've seen what it can do, and I'm like,
okay, so let's give the jet update. We got.
Hold on, you got to see this one. This is kind of funny.
Yeah. Yep. And fatter. Boo's a little chunky.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I've seen some X-rays of some people that have been vaping, and it doesn't look pretty. Okay.
So, Jet and Terry are good at the moment. We're going to investigate, but unless something like drastic comes up, we're going to wait till after the first of the year because obviously everybody's busy during Christmas time.
But we're also treating this like we would do any other residential case. We're not talking to anybody about anything.
I was waiting.
We've been approached by multiple people for stuff, and it's like, nope, this is a residential case. We're not going to be speaking about it. So.
And for the record, I am not talking about Andrew Stonok. He was, he talked to them and stuff like that. Like, I'm not. But it was time for this to get off of YouTube because then we can do our thing and we're not doing this for a video. If Beardo wants to put some kind of video together with their permission, this was his, he started this. So, you know, I do think probably in the end, Beardo at the very least is going to do some kind of interview. I mean, I think if we find evidence of anything there, um, we may post that. So, but I mean, we're not. It's where I want it to be now. Everybody's kind of not talking about it anymore. There's been some things behind the scenes too that just need to go away.
Yeah, and
But they're good now.
yeah, and like I said, we're treating it like we would any other residential. It's like what we talk about. It's what's between us and them. Basically at this point it's just Beardo, us, and them. That's it.
Yep.
And when we're actually doing the same steps we would do with any other. Mm-hmm. The only exception is that they have my phone number, which normally we wouldn't give out my phone number.
Yeah, personal numbers.
But for personal numbers, yeah, we usually don't give mine out. But for this case, they actually do have my phone number as well, and they have multiple ways of contacting me, as well as not just Jeff. So if there is something going on, they have access to one of us always.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said too, I just want Andrew to know, because I'm not. This is nothing against him. Andrew has been helpful. Him and I have had several conversations about it. I know he interviewed them. He sent me the video before he put it out. He's like, hey, I talked to these people. Here's the video. Check it out. Just, adding more information. See, a lot of times, the more you talk to people, the more you get a sense of what's going on. So, I mean, that's the phase that we're in right now, is just talking to them quite a bit. So.
Yeah,
and there have been Anna Banana.
Yeah. And that was part of the reason that we're like, look, everybody needs to pull it back. Yep. And no, we're not talking to anybody. It's Beardo, us, or it's just, that's what we need to keep it with. And that's where we have to go. Just keep it with us. So that's what we're working on now, is making sure that we keep it all.
Hey, Ghosts, how you doing?
Kind of together.
Yep. But yeah, when Ben reached out to me and said the things that he said to me, I'm like,
well, when I saw them, I was just like, oh God, here we go, another one.
But then we had a conversation. I wasn't rude to him, but I mean, I definitely was not going to talk to him. But he said a couple things to me that was like, no, this can't go that direction. And he may still put out a video on it, but
it doesn't have anything that
it is not going to be from our side if he does. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, and like I said, I was respectful to him, but I just wasn't going to answer his questions. None of his business, as far as I'm concerned. Oh man. Oh, you had a couple goofy holiday traditions.
Do we want to go over them?
There's definitely at least one we have to talk about.
Oh,
the Japanese one.
Hold on, let me find it. I think I screenshot it because it was funny.
Actually, Ghosts, it's Dana's birthday. But it's all good.
Oh, I know which one it was. Okay, let me find it.
Yeah, this is really funny how the Japanese celebrate Christmas.
Well, if you're Christian.
Yeah, because they generally don't. They don't really do Christmas there.
All right. Are we ready? So this is a tradition in Japan.
This is awesome. I love this.
All right. Although Christmas isn't a national holiday in Japan, in quotations, an estimated 1% of the population is Christian, according to Smithsonian Magazine. Its citizens still, oops, hold on. Oops. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yep. Its citizens still find an interesting and delicious way to celebrate. You guys, any guesses?
Yeah, anybody guess how they celebrate
and without looking up don't look it up. Just what do you think they're talking about?
We need guesses before you reveal this. What is their traditional Christmas meal? This is so great.
And
fucking A, Julie.
And she probably, somebody had to, because it's like, I would never have known this.
Julie.
Rather than gathering around the table for a turkey dinner, families head out to their local Kentucky Fried Chicken. The tradition began in 1974 after a wildly successful marketing campaign called Kamasia Niwaki or Kentucky for Christmas. The fast food chain has maintained its Yuletide popularity, causing some people to order their boxes months in advance and stand in 2-hour-long lines to get their finger-licking good food.
I love that.
That's funny.
I absolutely love that.
I cracked me up when I saw that.
Yeah.
When they saw that one. There was another one.
Julie, I wish we had prizes. You would have won one.
So what? Now the Polish one was on there. What's the Polish tradition?
I don't remember.
We actually got it at Stanley's.
Oh yeah, they're like communion wafers.
Opłaty.
What's it called?
It's,
you said it right the first time, and you
Opłaty.
won't be able to say it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like we all break off a piece and you share it with people.
Basically.
But it's communion wafer.
And you basically, it's happy. You basically wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But
Yep.
that's actually a Polish, like a Poland. That's a Polish thing. We still do that to this day.
Yep.
Um.
No, you're good, Ghostus. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but damn, dude, KFC. Who'd have thunk it?
It was kind of funny when you saw that one. It was like, that was the weird, that was like, because this was supposed to be weird traditions. Like some of them, they're not really weird. That was like the weirdest one.
That was funny. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys watched last week. I know a lot of you did, but if you didn't see our last week's show with Jeff Bellinger, go back and rewatch the first hour of that, because some very interesting stuff. Like, I learned a lot about how we celebrate Christmas today and where it comes from.
It
was crazy.
Watched something, and this is weird because I watched a documentary about Charles Dickens and about starting up Christmas traditions, and it was like pretty much everything Jeff was talking about. It was kind of funny.
Yep. But yeah, that was a really, really good show last week. And we got new people in here, so I'm going to mention it again real quick. But Jake Hartz is going to join us on the 30th from 7 to 8. So we'll be starting a little bit earlier, just half hour earlier, because he's got to work that night. But
he said he hadn't had a good KFC in Cleveland for years. You know what we have that we just got them, and they're like the biggest hit? We have Raising Cane's chicken.
And it's really...
It's the chicken. It's not the chicken. It's the sauce. Yep. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, Bill. It closed. Yeah.
KFC's isn't as good. We used to have Churchill's around here too.
No, but I always like KFC better.
KFC's, but we had KFC's and Churchill's.
And their gravy.
Oh yeah, but we
Carl, I don't know about that. Hey Giuseppe, how you doing? We're just getting ready to get off, and we got like a barrage of new people in here.
But it's funny with the KFC though. And know what's even funnier is, well, she wasn't in Japan. She was more in Korea. But I mean, that was funny because I'm surprised they didn't see. Because my daughter, this is something almost everywhere my daughter goes. Like both my girls travel a lot, and almost every country they've gone to, there's been a 7-Eleven. So they take a picture of a 7-Eleven because it's so funny. Because it's like,
well, that was
they're fading out here, but they're everywhere else.
That was Erin's grocery store.
For when she was in one place. She was in
Korea.
Yeah, everywhere she was at. That was for the first week she was there. That's where she ate every meal because she didn't have anything else.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm sure people claim to see naked ghosts, the incubus and succubus, maybe.
No,
for sure. Yeah, people have claimed that.
Oh, I haven't told you.
What?
But like at work, I've been seeing like people, like full shadow people. Like, yeah. It's been like the last probably week that they've been popping up and down.
They're all coming into town for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Because I've never seen them before.
Yep. Juniper. Hello.
Just all of a sudden, they've been popping in on me. And I'm usually shut off, but I've been noticing I'm like in one spot, same spot every day.
We've almost got like the second shift a little bit.
I know.
We can't stay on too late because Dana has to get up hella early.
Got to do that 45-minute drive into work.
Yep.
So anything else?
Anybody got any questions? Yeah, I was going to kind of go off a little bit on Paranormal Nightmare again tonight, but I probably don't need to do that. I feel like I do that enough.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not a fan.
Well, I'm definitely. I actually went off on them, so in a sense, because
someday we're going to talk about our method of doing residential cases, because
I mean, we have a questionnaire. We have.
There's a lot that we do that.
There, I mean, people don't realize
before we
how
get
much.
a camera out.
Because, and with this case that we were doing, I mean, obviously we've done it a little bit out of order of what we normally would do, but it's because we had to act fast on it. But I mean, it takes a long time before we do a lot of stuff, and we just this was just accelerated a little bit.
Well, and this one, so like I've said before, actually before I say this, everybody go over to Ghostus and check out his reaction. He did a reaction to the Jed case. But so we don't always recommend an investigation. However, in this case, because there's so many questions as to, Paranormal Nightmare says they've got evidence, which we all know is, but the homeowners also claim that some of the stuff that they caught is what they experienced in the house too. So we do want to go there and see if we experience some of the stuff that they do.
Right. Well. Okay. And so Cree's asking, don't you think this would be to not make an exception not to video residential cases?
Oh, we always video.
We always video, but we don't show.
Right.
We would not. This is what we're saying. At this point, it is being treated like a normal residential case for us, except the beginning has been fast forwarded a little bit. I mean, faster than we normally would go through. Like, what happened in a matter of probably 72 hours normally would be over 2 weeks. So, I mean, but it had to be done that way just because of the situation that it was. But normally, it does take us a little bit. Before we even talk, like do a video, our first video interview with them, but we had to do that a little bit sooner than. But we did have some issues, so
we have terabytes of investigations that no one will ever see. I mean, I mean, phone calls, video calls, like we have a lot of files.
Yeah, and I mean, even like our text messages become part of those files.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but we don't. But that's stuff that won't. Like, I can guarantee you, pretty much everything that we're making these files up, we will never share.
There's enough other shit to talk about.
There's enough stuff,
yeah. People's goodness out there.
When we do go to investigate, the video that we get, we probably won't share because we don't need that. It's a private investigation. It's not. We're not going out there to do it. We're going out there to help the people, not to publicize this anymore. It's just going to be.
There's actually one residential case that someday we are going to do a documentary about.
Mm-hmm.
But the owner is fully on board with it. He wants it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to get famous or anything like that, because let's be honest, you're not going to get famous on my channel. But it's already been discussed on TV. I wish I knew the episode so people could watch it. But regardless, it's been a case that we've been working on
for 10 years.
With Togs for 10 years. So at some point there will be, that's probably the only residential case we'll ever put out there. But the purpose of it isn't to, what? Yeah. They're just giving kissy faces.
I don't know what they're doing.
But the purpose of it isn't like, oh, look at this, this is cool. The purpose is, the reason the owner wants it out is because, look, we thought we were the only ones that ever experienced shit like this. So we want people to see that it happens to normal people and blah, blah, blah. So, but, I mean, I'm not ready to make that kind of documentary yet. I still need to put in my chops and learn stuff and whatever. So that's why it's not out yet. It needs to be Wait, what's wrong with carbs? Oh, okay. Julie's messing with them. Okay. I thought
Angier wants to know what we're talking
we're
about.
talking about like I don't want to get into all the details, but it was a case Paranormal Nightmares went to. They had a very bad experience with them. They went to Beardo and asked for some help. Beardo made a video about it. Others did too. Ghosis, Andrew made a video. There's been others, and but these people need help, and we're currently working with them. Dawson, it's about time you showed up. We already talked shit about Dawson, so we probably don't need to revisit that.
Thank you, Dawson.
Yeah, everybody go check out Dawson's new video. It's from a theater. He's always wanted to do a theater, and I'm glad you got to do one. We got a theater here that we could probably do.
Mm-hmm.
The Toledo Rep. Another guy that Beardo made a video about was from Toledo.
Oh, is it him?
Chris? Yeah. So anyway,
Joke.
I filmed this guy. He put out a post. He wanted to pay some people to film him. And this guy turned in absolutely nothing into a fantastic paranormal episode. I was paid pretty well for the night. I would have done it for free, but I was paid okay. So, but I always joke, I'm pretty sure it was hush money. So, the SW stuff, what's that mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
Ghost is
SW?
asked too. Yeah, I don't know. Dawson, we always shout you out. It's not our fault you're not here to hear it. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Dawson, just give me 48 hours notice, please.
For what?
You said he might be visiting me. I said just 48 hours notice. That's all I asked.
Yeah, because we got to clean up our house a little bit. Make room for you.
We got to make room for you is more like it.
Dawson was like, there's a place he wants to go to that's not too far from us. And he's like, could I crash at your house? I'm like, yeah. But Dawson is such a fantastic planner that we'll probably get a call like, dude, like I just got done with that investigation. I'm in Toledo. Can I crash at your house?
Just 48 hours so I can prepare my puppies.
Oh, skinwalkers. Okay.
I just need 48 hours to prepare the puppies. That's all.
They'll probably like Dawson. Although Dawson said he's afraid of dogs, I think.
I know. And that's why I need to kind of hopefully, because I might actually give Bubba a little bit of his medicine just to kind of show him. That's why I said
medicinal marijuana.
Yeah, just give me 48 hours so I can give him just a little bit, just to kind of keep him just a little bit at ease, so he doesn't. Because
he jumps at people and lunges and barks.
But he's
not going to bite you.
He's not.
But he's trying to.
He's not jumping at you. But it's just because you got to remember he's a coonhound and a boxer mix. So when he barks, his bark is huge, and he's a little scary. And he scares people because his bark is so huge, but because his bark comes from his stomach and it comes forward. So when he barks forward. So it's like, and so his from inside and barks out. So
and that happens.
It's very hard.
That happens for like 15 minutes, and then once you sit down, you're good until you stand up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then as soon as you start moving, he barks again.
Be petted and shit. Hospital.
You got to get okay. How about instead you'll have to give me 24 hours because at least
48 hours.
48 hours is better, but no less than 24. But 48 is preferred because I literally can get him where he's got a little bit of medicine in him that will maintain him. So because I don't like to do the full gap.
Plus, we need time to set up the tent.
Yeah.
For Dawson to sleep.
But I don't want to get I just don't want him to be
Dawson is welcome here anytime.
I don't want him to be totally doped up.
No, we don't give dogs grapes.
No, we don't give dogs grapes.
We're very the dogs get they don't get steak fat, they get steak.
Our dogs are extremely spoiled. I mean, people laugh when they find out they go to daycare, they get babysitters, they get like for Christmas, they get new collars and leashes every year. They get toys. Lots and lots of toys.
Bill, I am about to get blessed with a newer van. In a decorator that I work with thinks that her van is a piece of shit, and it's actually like a Mercedes to me.
Yeah.
And so she wants to upgrade hers, and she's like, I'll sell you mine, but you don't have to pay for it up front. Just we'll shave some money off of jobs that you do for me and stuff like that. I'm just like, holy crap, that is a gift. But it's a very nice van.
It's a nice van.
The I think the alternator's bad in it because they have to jump it a lot. She said, whatever. This van is, like I said, it's like a Mercedes for me compared to what I'm driving now. That thing I'm driving now, man. Oh my God.
There's holes where you can see through the floor now.
Yeah, there actually is in the back.
Yeah,
but
I saw.
I haven't driven stress free in that van in forever. Like I'm stressed out driving it all the time.
I'll be excited because then when my sister and I have things to do for our craft sales and that, we can take the van and we will have actually we'd be able to take a few bigger things with us to craft shows because right now we don't have way to transport the bigger items.
Yeah. So
let's use.
So we're probably going to wrap it up here real quick. Anybody have any questions? So we said we're doing the Beardo Alone for Christmas thing. We will be on at 11 Eastern on Christmas Day, 11 a.m. not p.m. We also said Jake Hart's is going to be on the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we need to update?
We said the 23rd we may be on. We're not sure yet. So next Monday.
Yeah, we may or may not be on next Monday because we are going to be on Christmas Day. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the spirit leads.
Never know.
Wisdom is going to be live tonight at 11 Eastern. So everybody go join Wisdom. What did Dawson say?
He said he hopes my birthday was great.
I think it was pretty good. Oh, show your present again. There's new people that haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, my new.
Or one of the presents. She also got.
I got one of my presents is on. I've had that for a while.
Yeah, she got a form of protection, a Catholic medal.
I don't know which way. There we go.
There we go. Karen the Midwest Medium. She's got dollars in her hand and a tumbler.
And then a little
there's
ghost
a little
in the
ghost
corner.
on the side that needs to stand upright.
Yeah, I keep flipping them, but
we just got to open it up.
Yeah, I got to open them, but I didn't want to open them yet. I do have my pen that I got for my birthday for.
That's from Notre Dame.
But it's blessed by the president of Notre Dame University. Which it doesn't happen very often.
He's so important. Wasn't there a business card?
Yeah, I got a business card and it's got the little tag that says it was blessed. But it's got a business card and it says it was blessed on such and such date, and he's got his initials and everything. It's pretty cool. And it was my daughter says it was an event to go get this. I mean, she works there, and her friend works in his office. But she said, yeah, it was an interesting little like a Mission Impossible kind of thing to get it done. So, but it's pretty cool.
Yep.
I just gotta get a different chain to put on.
Yeah.
Because this one gets caught in my hair. Christmas, yep.
Scotty the Medium. I don't know. I mean, I know a couple mediums named Scott, but I don't know about that particular one. Is
he on Facebook or is he on? Where's he on?
Is TikTok going away? For real?
Actually, Lemonade and TikTok are now joined.
God damn, Anna Banana, what the hell? Another super sticker from
Anna
Banana. Thank you so much.
Let me see. Scotty.
Julie, you are always welcome here. Dawson even agrees.
What was it, Scotty the Medium?
Yeah, Scotty the Medium. I have no idea who that is. He sounds like a fraud. I'm just gonna put that out there right away.
Oh, he's not. What was he else on besides TikTok?
He's transferred to YouTube from TikTok.
Oh, well, that might help.
I mean, I am the Green Swamp Medium, so When you got goofy names like that in your medium, it's probably not legit. Unless they said, oh, really? Dawson, apparently TikTok is going bye-bye.
Phantom Skies, the mystery of the drone. Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure this is the correct dude. Is that the correct one you guys are talking about? Because there was a few of them.
Yeah, he looks fake as fuck.
He looks kind of...
Just looking at his picture, I'm sorry. Hey, Ghostus, thanks for joining. Everybody go check out his newest video and some of the old ones. Subscribe.
If that's the one, it's Scotty, the New Jersey medium origin story. Okay.
Yeah, I personally like my name better. The Green Swamp medium. And a banana with another 5 gifted. What
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna. Anna Banana, as Dawson always calls her. Appreciate you so much. Okay, Dawson, go ahead and shamelessly plug whatever you want.
Oh, what is he playing?
Now, we always promote Dawson's shit. We always do. Actually, any creator that I know of, some of these people may have channels that I don't even know.
I am laughing. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this out here. So I am so glad after all the stuff that's been going on with the drones, I didn't get you what you wanted for your Christmas present.
Okay, so I'm not getting my drone for
Christmas.
No,
I was like, I am so glad I chose not to get the drone this year.
That's fine.
Because, and then I'm like, oh shit, he'd be out there with everybody else. Zoom, zoom.
I just wanted to take pictures of.
I know, but I could just, and I was like, no, we're not going there.
See a Dragon Ranger.
So
we're definitely winding down. People are leaving in droves.
Yeah. So you actually, now you know you're not getting that for Christmas this year.
I don't care.
I think you'll be excited with what you got for Christmas, though.
No, Dawson, we always, like, honest to God, we always speak highly of you. No, we're not going to get into that. I was going to say something, but that would start a whole can of worms about Dawson. Just some people have said he's not on the up and up, and like every decision he's made to collab with, all that, I support it. Dawson's legit. There's a lot of people that say dude's legit. A lot of big names will vouch. We vouch for Dawson all the time. So
yeah, it is. We're getting older, but it's also people have to get up and go to work in the morning. But
that's Dana's way of saying
that was not me, Bill. That was Boo. Actually, that sneezed for a change. It wasn't me. But I shoot, where was I?
I don't know. I'm getting tired.
I know. Oh, thanks. See, you said tired, but because I have to get up, and I literally have to get up 30 to 40 minutes earlier than I normally would have to, just because I do drive 45 minutes to work. And if the weather's bad, I have to get up a little bit. I have to make sure I'm up a little bit earlier, because I have to see what the roads are, because I have to go through 3 different counties to get to work. So I have to make sure, well, right now our weather's not bad, but if weather does get bad, I have to make sure that there's no level 3s anywhere, because if there's a level 3, I can't travel through that county. So I have to watch that.
And that's a good point, Cree. I agree with that. It's funny how, Paranormal Files, for one, when they go out, shit kicks off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They go out with Dawson, not much. Why is that? Dawson is legit. See, Dawson, you got fans here for sure. All right, Friday House. Peace out, brother. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Bill was our first guest when we relaunched. He wants me to tell everybody that every week. Just messing with you, Bill. Yeah, you can just ignore it, Dawson. People are gonna say shit, but you've got a lot of very, very credible people within the community that back you, and Joe fucking Vitale is not gonna go investigate with Dawson if he thought Dawson was faking shit. It's not gonna happen. Sada guy, Kenny Biddle, none of these guys would go out with him if they thought he was faking. So that's all we need to say about that.
Yep.
All right, guys. It's been a bonus 20 minutes. for Dana's birthday bash. We thank you everybody for watching.
Yes, thank you for all for the birthday
For all
wishes
the
and all the
gifts and memberships and all that stuff.
Yes.
Appreciate. Yep, Wisdom is going live. I don't know. Can I pin that? Everybody go over there. Wisdom, you should start at 10. Just saying. If you're still in here. So, and again, we may or may not be back on Monday, but we will definitely be on Christmas Day at 11 a.m. Eastern. So,
when will we see Mountain again?
Mountain needs to make
Mountain
an appearance.
and Karen need to come back for soon. Yep.
I've been tied up with this private case is taking time. Also, I applied for a job that we talked about last week that has taken a lot of time doing that application. It's not an application. It's a put together a video for a YouTube channel. That's their application process. So it took me a lot of time because I wanted to do it right. I really, really, really want this job. Yeah, Bill. Good night, Bill. I don't know. You say, what about me? I don't know what that's in reference to. Yeah, everybody go check out Bill's channel. Jesus Christ. How did I forget that? Bill's got a channel as well.
You know what? I'm surprised Bill's not ever asked me to come on his show.
Just saying.
Yep. Just saying. Just saying.
Shut up, Dawson. I'll end it when I fucking want to. I mean, I'm like A1 Solutions. I say I'm going to end it for 25 minutes before we end it. We'll have you on again, Bill, for sure. Yep. So.
See, I could go on Bill's show and I could talk about all the crazy stuff I learned when I was a kid about cars because my grandfather always said, if you're going to drive, you have to learn certain things.
Or all the swear words you learn from me when I'm working on my van.
That too.
That's a lot of new swear words. Just saying. All right, people are backing out like crazy now, so we're definitely going to end this.
All right.
See you later, everybody. Thank you all for joining so much. I mean, we appreciate you guys watching. That's what we care about. It's fun to hang out with y'all.
Yeah.